Good evening again, and here we go again. If there is anybody sitting there, can you let me know if you can hear everything and you can hear everything? That would be great. I can't tell. I just know there's an excellent connection, but I did update OBS today, which usually messes about with it a little bit, and we may have to find that if it's not working. So thanks for popping along, and we're going to get straight into it. We've had a terrible time of late, and when things were going very, very well, we kind of lost our way a little bit, having beaten Middlesbrough 7-1 in the Cup. We've kind of lost our way, and we lost to Tottenham 2-0, and we've lost to West Ham 3-1. We need to recover that because we still need to get goals. And if we're going to beat Manchester City's 202 goals, we're going to have to get on with it quite quickly. We do have favourable fixtures today. Basel, I expect to win that. Then Reading, I expect to win that in the Cup. Celtic, I don't know. Sunderland then in the Prem, and Nottingham Forest in the Prem. We've got favourable fixtures coming up. We don't have the Manchester Cities, although we beat Liverpool and Manchester City. It might be the teams that are sitting back that we're having problems with, but we can't tamper with this tactic. It is what it is, and it is the way we are playing. We're top of the league. We are doing okay in the European Champions League, so let's hope that these two are going to be good results. The team is rotated a little bit today. Because we simply haven't been playing well enough, and I've made a couple of changes. Borja comes in. He wants to go out on loan. At first I talked to him and said, we'll give you some playing time, but we've got plenty of cover with Guehi and Moscardo at the back, playing only one centre-back. So I then put him out for loan. Nobody's interested in him. It's just one of those things. And hopefully... Hello, Callum. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully we're going to get back on track here. This is a perfect FM game to get back on track. And we need to get some goals and we need a win. And as you can see, the tactic is this WM tactic. One centre-back making up the M at the back. And we have the W up front, which inverts when the DLF comes back. The two centre mids go past, the W inverts, so it's a W the other way. Worked pretty well until that poor run of form. We need to get it back together, and then we'll play this game and have a look at the transfer window, because I got money in the bank. Could be more players going out. I need a goalkeeper, I think, and we need to win. We need to win this absolutely 100%. And because finishing in the top 8 is important, and we want to finish in the top 8, we want to win this. We're going to do what we normally do and close the DMs down, tight mark them, stop them spraying balls about. And we do need to put an end to our recent bad results. This is a perfect FM fixture to do that, having lost twice in the Premier League. Looks like a very cold day, to be honest. And I have no control either. We're playing in key highlights, and so I don't really have much control over what's going on. But hopefully everything will work out just absolutely fine. And I'm sure it will at the end of the day. A team of this quality is not going to keep losing. And it's just a blip, I hope. So let's get on with it. Let's have some highlights, and we do have a highlight. And nice to see Van having a game there on the right, and we have scored, and it's Karaoke. And rotating the team was needed. I think the likes of Florian Wirtz was getting very tired. The midfield were playing particularly badly, so rotating the team is probably the right thing to do. And we've taken the lead, and we need to score a bag full of goals today. Let's get nearer to this 202 target. I don't think we're that far away. We're around about 120, so we're not that far away. And good to see we're getting shots on target, and good to see that they're not really doing anything in the opposition, Basel. And I have played set the line as standard because apparently they're going to play wing play, which they're not. But I'm going to leave it at standard anyway, because I just want to give my defenders a little bit more time to deal with things. So we're going to play with a standard defensive line. And, Kylian Mbappe, that was a goal because he was tight to the man who was marking him. He took a step or two back and then walloped it in. What a good goal that was. That's a class. Look how tight he was. Look how tight. And then he takes a couple of steps back and he volleys it in. What a good goal that was. And we're 2-0 up. And let's keep this going, boys. Let's really keep it going. 6 or 7 would be nice tonight. It'll take us up the table, I would think. Yeah, back up to 4th. That'll be nice. And then we only have to play Celtic. And we're home and dry in the group stage. We then won't have to play until March, probably. It's a perfect night for playing very direct. I'm guessing the ball's going to be skidding off this pitch. It looks a perfect night with the frost on the ground there. And we are the dominant team here. Should be. And FM always lets you go through comfortably in the group phase, which was kind of why I kind of thought we're going to get back to winning ways during this game. And hopefully we will now. Just need to keep an eye on how they are playing. And are they trying to get up the flanks, or are they seeing I've got no cover in the middle and like this going through the middle? And they have almost scored. We're going to concede goals because we don't have cover in this area. One of the sad things is, although we have a half-back there in defensive midfield, he only slots into a 4 when we're going forward. When we're defending, he moves up into his defensive midfield duties. So it could do with a role that does that in reverse, to be honest. And still, though, we are the dominant team. Let's get a hat full of goals here, boys. Lovely cross. Mbappe again on the far post. Can't get hold of that. Peterson in support. Come on, son. And the boys that I have rested, it seems to be the right thing to do. Carioca's in again. It's 3-0. Is he going to be given offside? I kind of think he might just have been a tad offside. He might have been, but you never know. Well, I know somebody outside him was offside. Was Carioca? No, it was awarded. The player next to him, I know for sure, was offside. But Carioca himself was not, and it is now 3-0. Yeah, there was a player offside, but not interfering with play. I think it was Akim Gray who was offside, but not interfering, and we are 3-0 up now. That's what I wanted. Goals, goals, goals today. And let's put this team away. Keeping an eye on Borgia. He's on a tidy game on a 6.8 there. But Carioca 8.3. And we have a Lauren on 9.3 there, who must have provided both assists. Not only, 2 assists. He's on a 9. Oh, he's now, it looks like a 9.3 to me. So we've done okay. And I've got to say, you might be winning, but this is Europe. I don't need to say anything else because they're all doing okay. So we'll just send them out with that little warning that this could all change. I know FM. And although they've only had one shot, it wasn't that far off. And my assistant is much better than me because he's just saying that it looks like they've decided to play the ball more into the box. I don't know how he can see that in key highlights because I definitely can't. I'm liking the blue lines. I wonder what dye they've used to make the lines blue. There certainly isn't enough of of a covering to justify the blue lines, but I'm liking the blue lines. Why not? It's very different. And come on, boys. This is not enough goals yet. And Landerson. One airy chance. It's 4-0. I think that's possibly it now. I think it's done for this game. Goals, goals, goals. That's what we want. And the transfer window is going on. I still need a goalkeeper. Ramirez is 34 years old now, and I think he's past his prime. He's not having a great season. So I think I need to bring a goalkeeper in. The Celtic goalkeeper I was looking at is not available, has no interest in coming, probably doesn't think we're good enough. And I don't understand why, but he has no interest in coming. Perhaps he doesn't like Newcastle, doesn't like the area. But who knows why he won't come and play with these players like Mbappe and Gray and Jesus Abba and Florian Wirtz. Perhaps he doesn't like them. I don't know. Let's make some changes here. Let's give Musiala some playing time. We'll try him up front. Musiala, who's a great player, can play anywhere really. Musiala, I wouldn't even have a problem putting him as a centre back. And defensively, we haven't been that great. Peterson hasn't been great, so let's bring on Arwell Davis. Let's give Arwell Davis a run out, and then we'll just watch for players who are getting tired. I'm looking for more goals. I need more goals, boys. One of the interesting things is that Florian Wirtz, in the dynamics, is saying that he wants more playing time, and he's still waiting for more playing time. He's played every game this season apart from one. I'm not quite sure. Like, he's not even prepared to be rested for one game. It's like, no one. His form is dreadful, and it's no wonder he's playing too much. And his form is absolutely shocking. And here he is. He'll come on off the bench for this one. I just don't understand Football Manager at all. I do wonder if... I mean, I guess Salah is a bit like that. He wants to play in every single game. I guess in real life he is a bit like that. So... we shall just deal with Florian Wirtz. I think we can say he's playing enough. He's missed 2 games now. He's only come off the bench here. And we've kept one sub back because I have a habit of getting injuries. But we are 4-0 up. For me, it's not enough. I wanted 6 or 7 tonight. But hi, Mr. K. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hope you are well, my friend. And we are coming to the end of the first game tonight. We've rotated the team, Mr. K, and we're back on track. And 4 goals. I would have liked 5, but it's only 4, I think. Although there's still 10 minutes, and we have been known to score 3 in 10 minutes, so there's still time. I'm just keeping an eye. United are doing a United and a Spurs. And Mbappe has made it 5. 4-1 United lost. And Spurs 3-1. I mean, we are so lucky that there's teams below us, like the promoted teams, are so bad that we are so lucky we are not in a relegation battle. If Ipswich and Southampton were a little bit better, then United could be in a relegation battle. That's a big, big worry. And it doesn't bode well for next season because they're not going to solve the problems in one transfer window. Go on, make it 6. There's the chance. It's over the bar. What a chance. I did say we have been known to score 3 in 10 minutes, so there's probably 10 minutes still left. We can still get some more. Need to take one of these tired players off. There's always two that are tired. Probably gonna take Badgertich off. Probably just take Badgertich off. And we'll put Guehi in there. Shore up the defence a little bit. And then hopefully see this out now. God, I don't like playing in key highlights. You are totally at the mercy of the game playing this way. And but it's a strong team, and I think we're going to win the title, and I think we're going to do well in Europe. Might not win Europe because of the system, but I think we're going to come close. But the real thing is, are we going to beat City's 202 goals? I am liking the blue lines, it has to be said. It does give it a different look, especially against those red boards. And there's another one. Musiala from must have been 32 yards has made it 6. I did want 6 or 7. We've got 6 now. And I did say we have been known to score 3 goals in 10 minutes. We've still got time for another one. If there's a time, 2 minutes added on, there's still 8 minutes, 6 minutes to go. We still got time for another one. Let's make it 7, boys. And let's put these team to bed. Are we going to make it 7? Don't think so. Time's ticking on there. Only 3 minutes. Probably not going to be another. Yes, there is another highlight. It's Mbappe with the corner. Borgia up the near post, and it is 7-0. And I did say we have been known to score 3 goals in 10 minutes. And we have done it again. And we are now 7-0 up. I think we did 3 in 10 minutes against Middlesbrough as well. And well done, boys. That's a fantastic performance. We'll take that. We're back. We are back. There's a lot of extra time being added on there. But we are back now. And we got what we came for. And you should be delighted with that, boys. And we are up to 4th. We're only 3 points behind Dortmund. So if we beat Celtic, who lost to Roma today, where are Celtic? Celtic are right down the bottom, so we should beat Celtic, and then we could possibly, since goal difference is the same, we could possibly go top. Who knows? But we have to focus on the cup next. I don't know what to do. In terms of bringing players back. Lauren did have a fine game. He's been an absolute belting of a signing, Lauren. I think I paid 40 million or something. How much did I pay for Lauren? Where did he come in? I think it was the beginning of 23 rising to 32. He's been an absolute belter of a player. And we have signed, interestingly enough, we have signed this guy, Aryan Stimic, who looks, I mean, he's 18 years old. And if he can develop technically, he looks to me like he's going to be a very, very good player. He looks, and what the beauty of it is, he fits this system as an inverted fullback. That's his preferred choice. So we did bring him in the end. Didn't cost much, 3.4 million. While we're on the transfers, I am looking for a goalkeeper, and I have found a couple of goalkeepers. One of them is here, Pascual Puetes. And who's the other one? Robert Henry. So Robert Henry, I want to add to the list as well. He would be good because he's English. But they're very much of a muchness. In terms of the stats, this guy is taking it. But in terms of their attributes, whilst he doesn't have blistering pace, he just does seem to be a better goalkeeper, and he's cheaper. So something to think about here. And he's quite young as well, 23 years old. He's 22 years old. I don't know, it's a difficult... I do want to add him to the short list, so I need to find him again. So we'll just add him. And then I have to make a decision because I desperately need a goalkeeper. Ramirez is not doing it. Where else to strengthen? I don't even think I can strengthen this team. I don't think I can. It's just a case of buying good young players and looking at the future, trying to find really good players who are 18, 19. And I reached the beginning of my second season and have too many players. Be another 22 players coming out. Oh my god, I think you might be having squad issues. Who's Arda? He prefer... Oh my good lord. Arda, but we don't play with an attacking mid. But goodness me, what a good player. How much is he? 288 to 341 million. Well, even we don't have that kind of money. So he'll go and focus on this cup match now. I'm going to let my assistant pick the team, I think. I don't know why we didn't let him go out on loan, but that's my director of football's choice. Yeah, they don't look like they're a very good team. They create good set pieces, though. And we need to be doing near post. I don't know what we're set up. We are set up as near post. So apart from that, they don't look like there's much to them at all. I got a funny feeling I might need to push the line up in this one. I don't know how they're going to play. But no, we'll keep it where it is. We're going to keep it as a standard line. If they're going to play fluid counter, that doesn't mean they're going to be playing in front of us. So you've got Arda in your under 21 squad. I have got too many good players in this squad. They're all world-class players. But why they are losing games, I don't know. That's the tactic. The tactic is going to lose games. Everybody will lose some games. So have we secured... Well, I guess we must be 1, 2, 3... Oh, they've just secured playoff spots. I think we're looking to get top 8. Defensive midfielder, we missed him, did we? 23 years old. Nah, not as good as what we've got. There was a time when I was desperate for midfielders, but we've seemed to have solved that problem, and we've brought in a midfielder, Andrew Hatch. He's come back from loan. He's another one who I think should get game time. Probably not the greatest centre mid on attack yet. But I think give him some game time. He's 19 years old. I think he probably in this team would develop quite nicely. Who's this? He's made an offer for a central defender. I'm overloaded with central defenders, and he's not that good anyway. So let's say goodbye to him. It's the goalkeeper. I really got to make my mind up on the goalkeeper. Loan offer for Van. Is he... Have I made a promise to him? Van, can you see Van? No. He's not unhappy, so I think we'll say no. I've got to have some squad players in here. He's playing as an impact sub. But he's not unhappy, so no current concerns. So we're not going to even entertain that. If there was money up for grabs, no club considers a deal for Gallo. Convince Gallo to find a new club. And then we've done our bit. He's another centro defender I just have got no room for. I think my director of football bought him in the last window, and I just don't have any room for him. I've got world-class centro defenders, and I've only got one centro defender spot. He's getting on a bit in age now, isn't he? But what a good player. Look at his mentals. What a good player. But he's getting too old now. I think we'll go with that. But I think I'll do defending corners. As they are good at set pieces, as I recall. So finding the right pairings. You've got too many good players. It's hard to judge. It's an absolute nightmare to work out who my first team is at the moment. They're all so good. I mean, Landerson, who can hardly get a game, is classed as a world-class midfielder. And he can't even get in the team very often. He does want our cup goalkeeper to play. I think I let the Stimmich. He wants Stimmich to have a game. I think I will let him pick the team. Except for Mello. I don't want Mello in the team. Van on the right wing. Can he play on the right wing? Yeah, he can. Decent enough wing. I'm going to let him pick the team. But I'm going to take Mello out. Because somebody else can have some game time. I'm wondering if Kamalo is fit. Not yet. I think I might start Musiala up there. See how Musiala gets on again. He's not had a great deal of football. I don't know who these boys are. What I need to do is make sure I've got... So Moreno... Because if I don't have two inverted fullbacks on the bench, one of them will have an absolute disaster. I don't know why he's there. He's on loan. So let's take him out. Peterson can come in here. Borja. Siedemar's a winger. Guehi, Moscada. Who is this guy? AJ Waikate. Good enough to play against Reading, 18-year-old. Might give him a game. Andrew Hatch. Possibly instead of him. And then I need a winger come forward. Florian Wirtz. Wirtz is going to get very upset very soon because that's 2 games that he is not starting. Oh boy. I'm not quite sure that works because if you have 2 teams and you have one that plays in Europe and one in the league, like I had with Ipswich, it doesn't necessarily mean that your first team is going to play well. I'm not sure I think that's a good idea. Gwynn's, okay, he can go then. So he's gone to Ipswich. I'll look forward to seeing him on Tuesday. Marcos is injured. That's not a problem. Is he on the bench, though? Is he on the bench? No. He's actually in the team. So I'm actually going to play Moreno. And we'll bring in... Nathaniel Wilson is left. He could play. He's ineligible. Peterson can play right. So we'll bring Nathaniel Wilson on for Marcos. There we go. Another youngster on the bench. What was I seeing there? Okay. It just hadn't put his name in. Little glitch. That's what I was seeing. So let's Reading hopefully bags more goals. We could do with these goals, boys. We really need these goals. I'm also thinking I might have a quick look at the midfield. And let's have a look at the midfield, because the Velociraptor probably could use a game. He is playing, and Waneri, yeah, it's a pretty useful team. Borja, what is the matter with you? It's because he wants to leave that he's not training well. But there's no excuse for Moscardo. He hasn't indicated he wants to leave, so just get on with it, sunshine. And see, Demar, this is not good enough. I think you can reasonably criticize them. Anything under 6, you can just go ahead and criticize them. Playing a bit of FM. You've just gone 1-0 down. It's probably my influence, Callum. It's all probably down to me jinxing you. Nil Ribas. 18 years old. He's probably a good player. Shall we make a bid for him? Let's go and make a bid for him. Have we already made a bid for him? Yeah, we've already made an offer. He's not a bad little player. I didn't see that coming in, though. And he's the kind of player we should be looking for anyway. Nathaniel Wilson, no, we're not. We're not even entertaining that. Yep, Nakonote can go. Let's try and bump that up. See what they say. Okay, we'll take 30. We'll take 100k. Yeah, no problem. So he can go. Oh, no. Well, Errol Davis is no longer. That's because we started playing him as the left winger. Oh, Steam match. Why have I left him out of the Champions League squad? Because he wasn't here when I actually set it up. So let's talk to him about it. Oh boy. You'll be registered because I won't be here. Oh yeah, he will be for the next he'll be for the next so he'll have to come in and somebody else will have to be left out. So maybe I do need to sell a left back. His registration is so hard. It's not that one. Registration is so hard, especially with the defenders. So I have Arwell Davis, Peterson. His contract's expiring, is it? Let's offer him another contract. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, youngster. Oh, I don't have any problem with any of that. He's worth keeping. And then Gallo, of course. and Steam Match. I think that we'll somehow fit him in. Somebody's going to have to go. Somebody's going to have to leave the club, though. I'm not quite sure who it's going to be. But we got to get on with this and try and beat. Who is it? Reading. And I wonder, are we going to lose this game? Because we have selected some young players. And I just wonder, are we going to lose this game? Reading are not the greatest team in the world. This is a match we should be winning. I need a strong defence. Poor defence. I don't think I should be putting the pressure on my centre-back. But he's a very good centre-back, has to be said. And we will do the same as what we normally do. We'll try to take those two out. And away we go. Let's get some goals, boys. We got 7. Another 5 would be nice today, and then we're back on course. But nothing seems to be happening at this point in time. 5 minutes are gone. We got the first highlight. Waneri. Penalty, ref. The Velociraptor. That was a surefire penalty, but it doesn't matter. João Neves has made it 1-0. Here we go again. And I do like, are we going to go and win these 3 games, the Europe and the Cup, and then go and lose in the Premier League again? Maybe that's going to happen. He gave him far too much space. You can't give João Neves that much time. Yeah, it's like the hardest thing in the game, Mr. K, the registration. Sometimes, like, if I'm playing my own save, I have to spend about 2 hours trying to work it out. It's the hardest thing. It's more the manager's dodgy instructions. Well, this is a well-dodgy tactic. Well-dodgy. And you have to have a good team to do well at this. Although Andy did well with his Liverpool save. Andy scored a ton of goals when he tried it. So, and it did work for Aston Villa. Aston Villa scored a ton of goals as well. And I felt sorry for Aston Villa because their director of football just sold all the players. So they only had a squad of 19. So I feel sorry for a bit for Aston Villa. And then they had a horrific injury crisis at the end of the season, which caused them to lose the last 8 games. So I don't think that was very fair. The director of football, let's sell all the players and not replace them. At least Manchester City brought some players in. Just close the laptop. Scored from a corner. That's all that set-piece work you've been putting in, Callum. Yeah, just all that set-piece work you've been putting in on the training ground. Go on, it's 2-0. That's what we want. Goals, goals, goals. That was a good header as well. The Velociraptor is back. Get in. We need this. We need as many goals as we can get. I need FM to be kind. What a good cross that was. But the Velociraptor, what a good player he is. Another one who can't get the game time. He would get into any team in Europe. And he can't get the game time here. Which is a bit sad. I actually think I've done well managing this squad. I do have like 12 unhappy players. But I think I've done well to avoid really poor morale. And it's 3-0. Waneri's made it 3-0. And this group of boys with Stimich at left back, doing extremely well. One Airy coming in as well, but he is world class at this point in time. Hey Sally, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. And yep, 3-0 now. That's how many? 10 goals in the last 2 games. That makes the 202 doable. Might have a count up to see how we're doing at the moment after 22 games. It's 3 over the halfway mark, 80 goals in the Prem. It's how far we can get in the Champions League and the Cup that's going to count. But we are absolutely taking them apart. Nobody's done really anything. Look at their passing stats. It's terrible. Their passing stats are terrible. 2 shots, 1 on target. We've had 9, 4 on target. But our XG isn't that great. Stimmich is playing okay for his first game. Moreno's having an absolute shocker. And we deserve to be ahead. I want to have a quick word with Moreno. I'm not happy with your performance. You need to do better, son. You need to do better. And he's quite happy. His morale is good. Looked delighted at being told off. So not quite sure any footballer would be delighted at being told off. I'm not quite sure that would happen. And we've pinched the ball there. Well done, Neves. Musiala, that's a poor first touch. Shocking for a player of his calibre. In fact, I might have to bring on the sub. We'll bring on Mbappe. Put the fear of God in Brighton. In Reading, bringing on Mbappe. Oh boy. He's not playing very well, Musiala. Needs to do better. Stimmich. I mean, I do like him as an inverted fullback. He's just the ticket as far as I'm concerned. So stand your ground. Just be defensive. He's got the attributes to be a good player, but he can't just come in and demand playing time when he's got these world-class players ahead of him. He's got to work for it. Oh, the Velociraptor nearly made it 4. It was a good save, was it? Adrian, that's horrible. I hate registrations. And there's Force. Jesus, Abba. I think, how many goals has he got? Is that his 5th goal of the season? What a player. 4-0, so we've now got 11 goals in 2 games. And like I said before, we are capable of scoring goals at will. And we hopefully will get a bag full again as they get tired. And it's quite surprising how this tactic works at all, because it's very direct. I've tried to keep it as close to the 1940s, 1950s style as possible. It's very direct. There's no defence. And it's just all-out attack. And it must have been wonderful to watch football in the 1940s and 50s. If this is how they played, there's just no emphasis on defence at all. It's just like lump the ball up there and go and try and score goals. And if you lose the ball, run back as fast as you can. That's how they played. So we've got them on, we don't have them countering. That is a shocking tackle, referee. Quite right, red card. It's an absolutely shocking tackle. And I think it's time for Moreno to come off. He's not improved. But I don't want to bring somebody on for him, so I'll just give him a shout. He's complacent, so we'll fire him up a bit. And we've got 1 or 2 complacent here, I think. So we'll fire these boys up a little bit. Van is doing okay on the wing, 6.6. It's not brilliant. He's complacent, though, which isn't good. And we'll give him a shout as well. Fire him up. And there's another one, and I just fired him up. And I'm not quite sure it's anything to do with me, because that was a bit quick. He has made it 5-0. Van having a great game as a winger. We have got riches in this squad. Lovely jump over the ball there by Musiala. So all of them have suddenly become a little bit more focused. And it's now 5-0. I can see defeats coming. We're going to go on a run of 3 victories, and then I can see more defeats coming. But it's okay. It's goals that count. I still think we are going to win the league. It's time to make some adjustments here. 2 yellow cards. We don't want a sending off. So Cedamar can come on for a Van. We do need to take Mbappe off. I'm actually going to put one area up there to save bringing Furtz on. Bajcetic needs a rest, so Guehi can come on there. No, Moscardo will come on instead of him. Neves needs a rest. I'm going to give Andrew Hatch a game. Why not? Go and show us what you can do, boy. Lauren's okay. Moreno, probably time to come off. And we'll put... Did I have a young... he's a young left back. Stimmich, can he play on the right? No. That's a shame. So we will bring on Peterson for Moreno. We'll leave it at that for now. And 5-0. I did ask for 5-0. I asked the boys at the start of the game, give me 5-0. They've gone and done it. And we've just put... We should be putting Reading to bed. And we've done just that. Any more goals in you boys? Any more for any more? What I'm quite surprised at is that our defensive performance has been quite good. Much better than City's when I tested it. Defensive performance has been really good. But then I do have players like Jesus Abba at the back. Marcos. Guehi. Like all world-class players. And that's probably why our defence is so good. We're not brilliant at the back. We do leak goals sometimes, but 5-0, I'll take that. We'll take that. Nice work. Complacency, I don't want any of that nonsense. So that's a good cup victory. Nice amount of goals. I'm going to count the goals up in a minute. Stimmich, what was his rating for his debut? He got a 7. So, I mean, I do like him as a player. And if one of the big boys gets sold, like Musiala, then Arwell Davis could move up to the left wing and he could come and play on as a left back. Very, very good player. I'm hoping that Musiala doesn't get sold. Let's have a look how many goals we've got here. We've got 80 in the Premier League after 22 games. That's not enough. We need to do better. So 80. So 80 plus. This is the only way to do it. That's 85. 87. 91. 92. 98, 103, 106, 109, 115, 16, 119, no, 116, 123, 130, 135. So we actually need 67 more goals to beat Manchester City's. I think we're on course now. He doesn't need a rest. He's unregistered. He's suspended. He doesn't need a rest. So all of those need a rest. I want to sell a couple of players. I really am desperate to sell a couple of players. And I do have players who are wanted. Players that I'd be happy to lose. Borgia is one. Guehi, I'd be quite happy for him to go. Siedemar, quite happy for him to go as well. Keeping hold of Wirtz if possible. Landerson, at the end of the day, I'd let him go. So I do have players that I could sell. And if I'm going to get Stimmich in the team, then I'm going to need to... Jesus Aber is just world class. He's just like astonishing player. And his form 9.17, 8.17.3. Astonishing player. I think I need to praise his last game. Yeah, outstanding. So we're back on course with green dots. Celtic we should be beating. And then Sunderland in the Prem. We're due a win in the Prem. After what's happened. Siedemar. Just a loan. But it would make... No, he's not even in the original squad, is he? So if we look at here, Siedemar's not registered. So he doesn't really make any difference. In terms of... But I don't want to loan him out. So I'm going to reject any loans. In fact, we'll just go and make him unavailable for loan. That should stop that nonsense. If somebody wants to buy him, he's cheap. 60 million. If anybody's got 60 million to spend, he's cheap and a good player. 5-1 win, 2-2-2 draws and 2-2-0 defeats. Currently 1 up. There's a mixed bag of results there. I'm going to give you guys a challenge. Once this stream is over, I'm going to give you guys a play-along challenge so that you play along with me. And it's going to be pretty much you against me. You guys against me. And who's going to accumulate the most points over 5 seasons. So hopefully that'll be a fun thing to do as we wait for FM 26. If we're going to get it. They do have good pace. They're quite composed. I'm looking for dribbling, pace, dribbling. Yeah, they're a pretty good team, Celtic. I don't know why they are doing so bad. Just want to check. Fluid counter. 4-4-2. So I am going to, for a 4-4-2, I am going to push the line up. I don't want to play with a deep line against a 4-4-2 because I get overrun with 2 up the top and Jesus Aber trying to look after them both. I need to push my lines up and attack and go after them. Moreno. Actually, Moreno. This could be a good move with Stimmich coming in. Because I've got Badgetic, I've got Van, Marcos, Peterson, Matthias Gallo. He's going to be sold though. So let's get rid of him. I got plenty of cover at right back. And I've got lots of cover at left back as well. So I think we'll sell him then. I'm getting fed up with this, and so where's the one we'll sell you? There isn't one. You'll need no. There isn't one that says I'll sell you. I want you to focus on your league. It's time to move on. So he's a bit downcast. That's a bit of a shame. There always should be one that says, if you're not happy, I'll sell you. I want to find out where he is in the hierarchy. Hope he's down here. He's in the highly influential, but he's at the bottom. Let's put him up for sale. Let's put him up for sale. See if anybody... he's very interested. Of course he would be. And let's see. He's with 40 million. He's not that good a player. We've just brought in a fullback or two, so we don't need fullback cover. I mean, I think, like, in all fairness, I have managed this squad pretty well. I believe the player understands that his injury will affect exactly when you're in a position to keep the promise. Yeah, okay, no problem. I don't really want to sell Kamalo, but I have to. His injury, though, is going to make that impossible. Look at the dynamics. I've got a lot of unhappy players. This one, Moreno, he really needs to be sold. 9 players actually agree that he's been treated badly. So he really needs to be sold or put out on loan. I don't mind which, just need to get rid of him. You can even put him in the reserves if it doesn't come off. We'll change his loan status to available for loan. Tottenham are looking to buy him, which is a good sign. Just since this is only one season, it doesn't really matter that much. Siedemar's injured. And a goalkeeper, 106 million. There's probably the boy. He's probably the one that we want to bring in. Not prepared to sell him mid-season. Oh, and injury prone. What a shame. Now we've got the scouting report back on this guy. Pascual Puertes would be a terrific signing. Yeah, of course, that work rate's a bit dodgy. But he's obviously a very good goalkeeper. Compare him to Ramirez. Yeah, he's a better goalkeeper. Just not quite as good in the air. But he's a better goalkeeper, I think. He's younger. Ramirez is now 34. Is that right? He's on 215k. This guy's only on 4.6k. I think we bring him in. And then look to sell. We've got scouting on the other one. Not prepared to sell mid-season. So I think we bring this guy in and look to sell Ramirez on. He's a very good goalkeeper. Let's see if we can... we're very keen. Regular starter should Harold Ramirez leave the club. I'm quite happy to do that. 19 to 29. That sounds good to me. Let's bring him in. Although I have made a promise, I think, to... that promise has gone. I made a promise to the other goalkeeper that he would be number one. he would be the #1 goalkeeper, but that was a long time ago. I wonder if that makes any difference. Let's bring him in. 20. He's a good player, a good young player. 19 million. Let's go with that. Whew. You're having a giraffe. Let's take that down to 20. And they want 4.9. Cool, they're doing a hard deal on him. Let's offer them 2.5. Good. Okay. We're all happy there. I've got the money. Did I have a look at Celtic? Oh, it doesn't give me 4. And yeah, the fluid counter. I don't like 4-4-2. Are they going to play with... Yeah, one inverted winger. And an inverse, so he's going to be an attacking fullback coming up here. This is the guy, Rayner, we need to take out of the game. Okay, so my director of football is actually asked Badgetic to tell him to come. Oh, okay. He doesn't want to endorse it. First time I've come across that. He didn't want to endorse it. I don't even know him, boss. Okay. Man City in the cup. Well, we've beaten them 6-1 and 5-2. Here we go. We can now leave. Now we have to bring Stimmich in. And it's not going to allow me to do that. So I have to take one out. Moreno is already out. Borja, yeah, he can come out, can't he? Because he's going to be sold. So Borja can come out. That solved that little problem. That wasn't too bad this time. Transfer deadline in 1 week. Do I let... No, we don't want Ben Beck playing. Van Marcos, Guehi, Moscardo, Landerson, Wirtz, Veloso, Lauren. Yeah, I like that team. We'll go with what the assistant has said. And I think the bench picks itself. But we'll put Ramirez in for Beck. We don't want... and Beck can come on for that guy who I don't even know. Can he actually play, Andrew Hatch? Interesting. Oh, my 200th game. I wonder what the score EF is going to give me for my 200th game. He's made an offer for Talby. No, I don't think so. He's nowhere near good enough for Newcastle. So we will... Hopefully he will come in. It's only a goalkeeper I really want. No, we don't want to do that. Yes, Moreno. I want more wages. Try 30%. Good. Okay, Moreno's gone. Well, it doesn't matter. He's gone. So it doesn't matter. Should I go to that meeting? Because there's never going to be an option. Oh, he's just we've just had an offer and he's going out. There's a ton of players. Really important players. I should go to this meeting. I didn't realise it was such a problem. I deal with each player on an individual basis. I've made a decision that's best for the team. I don't particularly care what you think. I deal with each player on... Yeah, they've been happy with that. It's like, I don't care what you think. I'm the boss. Canote has agreed a deal. Oh, just a loan. Another loan. Imagine letting players like Canote go out on loan. How bizarre is this? Schedule-wise... Schedule-wise, we're actually doing okay. Celtic, yeah. Got a few more episodes. So we've got Celtic, and we've got games coming up thick and fast. Who's this? Oh, Stimmich injured. He's only just come in. Was he selected? No, Guehi. I haven't got anybody who can come on as a fullback, so we might be playing... No, we don't want to be playing him. God, the bench is shocking. Actually, let's just go with his bench. Give those players a rest. The bench is absolutely shocking, though. Celtic are not that bad a team, and I think my assistant might be underestimating Celtic, but who knows? We've scored 12 goals in the last 2 games. It's put us on track again to beat the 202. Manchester City 5, Sunderland 1. They are now level on points with us, but they've played a game more. I do worry that he's underestimated Celtic here, but I think we're going to qualify in the top 8. I think so. Kamalo's back playing, is he? How many points do we need? Yes, we need points from this game. It's not done and dusted. 18 will take us up to 3rd. So we do need the points. I just feel he's underestimated Celtic. And I am going to change his bench. Because that is a shocking bench. There's a lot of unregistered players. We don't need Ashley Hill there. We possibly need him. Dan Ainsworth. Musiala can come in for Dan Ainsworth. I've only got this James Hall as a left back. Interesting. Where's Arwell Davis? Playing on the wing. Because I know that Guehi's going to have a terrible game. If Arwell Davis is playing on the wing and Guehi is... and there's no left back, he's going to have a terrible game. We know that 100% for sure. We do have Peterson, though, so we're all right. We're okay. So we're okay. We can always bring Davis back as well. Not a problem. Right, we need a good result against Celtic. Come on, boys. Come on, let's do it. We need to finish in the top 8. It's a necessity. I'm not going to accept playoffs. Celtic are way down the table. We're favourites here for a reason. Make sure they know exactly why. Again, we'll just do exactly what we normally do. We don't never press though. And the danger man is Rayner. So we want to type mark him. Balance and agility, 14-12. Bravery and strength. So we're going to give him a clobbering as well. And turn him onto his left foot. That'll do for now. Okay, so let's go. Let's go and do it. Come on. We do not want to be in the playoffs, boys. Oh, Van's got a game again, has he? Penalty, ref. Looked like a pen to me. It's amazing how few penalties I get. I hardly get any penalties. It was like I got a penalty for Ipswich the other day, the first time in a season and a half. That was incredible. But we did get one eventually. Go on, Florian. Into the box. He's offside. Looked offside to me, Mr. Gray. But it's going to be given. I think we got away with one there because when Wirtz played that ball in, if you watch a Gray's position, he's offside. At this point here, he's offside. He's offside a mile. A good yard and a half. We got away with one there. That was well offside. Come on. Let's really give Celtic something to worry about. I'm glad I pushed the line up. I worry about 4-4-2. And just because it's wing play doesn't... I think it's the only one where I'm thinking no standard line. You've got to squeeze the space against a 4-4-2. You can't sit back against a 4-4-2. They'll just murder you in midfield. And they use the width to do it. And I like a 4-4-2. 2-0, Florian Wirtz. This is what we wanted. Goals, goals, goals. We're back. But it doesn't mean that we're not going to lose our next two games. Because this is exactly what we did in the last episode. Scored a ton of goals in the first 3 games. And then lost the next 2. But my assistant has always been better than me at rotating the team. Maybe I should just leave it to him. And he does seem to give players game time because he will often advise that this that you've promised him game time. This is a good game to give him game time. There's another one. Akim Gray. It's 3-0. It's game over after 7 minutes. We are coasting. And probably he didn't underestimate Celtic. Because we are just coasting. Lauren is such a good player. 32 million. World class. Absolutely world class. So I did have Akim Gray playing on the right wing with Mbappe up top. But Lauren, you just can't not play him at the moment. He's just so good. How old is he? How old is Lauren? How old is he? 27 years old. He's just such a good player. I mean, his attributes are good, but they're not spectacular. But he's such a good player. 3-0 anyway. We've nothing to worry about after 16 minutes. Even though we've only got one centre-back. Marcos has got a game as centre-back today, has he? Nice one, Mr. Assistant. Jesus, Abba will start complaining, though, because he wants to start every game as well. I feel like why these players do that, because they're absolutely exhausted at the end of the day. Play for the team, boys, not for yourselves. Landerson, world-class player, but I would let him go in this window if he wants to go. Although he seems quite happy at the moment, Landerson. Go on, Florian. Oh, nearly. And there's another one. Lauren with the assist. The Velociraptor makes it 4-0. We're not even 20 minutes yet. Where's Joe? This might be the 10. Hey, Bailey. How are you doing? My friend didn't see you there. Good to see you. I just, where is Joe? Joe likes a 10-0. We're 4-0 up after 17 minutes. Is he going to miss the one game we get the 10? We've had a 9, but I'm not sure we're going to ever get a 10, but this might be it. This is as good a chance as any. And I wonder if I've just figured out the 4-4-2 is to squeeze the lines up. I probably wouldn't in real life. This is always going to happen because now they're going to get behind us. And I wouldn't squeeze the lines up in real life. But I wonder if in FM that's what you've got to do when you're playing against a 4-4-2. But that's what they do. And so therefore in real life I would not be telling my defence to squeeze higher up because you are so vulnerable down the flanks to a 4-4-2, and if you cover the fullbacks then they will murder you in midfield. So it's kind of like you're playing a very dodgy game because the inverted winger doesn't mean he's going to be coming inside all the time. He will go outside sometimes, and generally a 4-4-2 it's direct play, which is why I tend to put the line back a little bit. But I wonder if you shouldn't in FM, because we're much better when we've got the line squeezed up here. Come on, boys. This is not good enough. This is definitely not good enough. Go on, Gray. He doesn't miss from there. 5-1 after 20 minutes. We've got to be getting the 10 here. It's got to be the 10. I beat the Champions League goal scoring record. 18-1. 18-1. I don't think I've ever scored as many. Not even in a friendly have I scored 18. That was in the Champions League. This team isn't going to get 18 in the Champions League, that's for sure. But we'll take 10. Go on, make it 6. Akim Gray, come on. Oh, I thought that was going in. Come on, we want to get to 7 or 8 before half-time. That's really good. Akim Gray's on a 10 already. There's only 25 minutes gone. He's on a 10 already. Lauren should not be far behind. He's having an outstanding game as well. Lauren is such a good player. In fact, Lauren's got a 10 now as well. And there's Gray again, but he's put that one wide. And there goes your 10. That's going to come down now. Who's that? Florian Wirtz is on an 8.3. That's 2 10s. And Harwell Davis squeezed with a 7 in the middle of them. Get in. Oh, I thought that was going the other way. I need my eyes tested. Come on, boys. I mean, I know I'm happy at the moment, but in the next 2 games, I know it's all going to change. I know it's all going to change. And suddenly it's going to go to despair. Because this is exactly the same as what happened in the last episode. Oh, Akim Gray, your 10 is going to disappear soon. Unless you get one of those on target. 2 players on a 10. I haven't seen that in a long time. Come on, boys. This is not good enough. We should be getting more than this. Go on, Lauren. Go on, son. What a player. Oh, almost. Almost put it in. Maybe these two needs to come off because they're missing chances now. So maybe they need to come off at half time. That's a nice pass. Lauren with the volley. It was going wide. Counter-attack here for Celtic. We've got nobody back. But it's okay. He's run out of puff. It's okay. Another direct ball. Nobody there. They're still on 10. I'm surprised they've still held on to their 10. Both of them. They both missed a couple of chances. Is this another one for Celtic? It's a good save from Ramirez. I liked him as a goalkeeper. I mean, I had him for 3 years in the main save, but he's getting too old now at 34. He's making errors. Full-on attack. That's the way to do it. If we don't attack in this system, we're going to get hammered every game. We have to go full-on attack. Otherwise, we're just going to get blasted every game. I wonder what it would be like to play Park the Bus with this system. That'd be quite funny. I think I might do a series, actually, where I go through the tactics that FM have actually set up. The 10 tactics they've set up. And take an attacking team like Manchester City and play Park the Bus with Man City. And then do a Luton, do an attacking. I could actually do that with Ad Manager, couldn't I? And then play a season and see how that pans out. That would be quite interesting, actually. Attacking teams, we do the defensive tactics. Oh, come on, boys. This is not good enough. It's only 5. Oh, you'll get a job. One thing about the game, Callum, you'll get a job eventually. Just might take a little while, but you'll get a job. FM's not going to have you just wandering the street for years and years and years. You'll get a job. We've created loads on the scoreboard roof. They're still on 10, those two. But I'm wondering why they should be on 10. Marcos only 6.9. He's not as good as Jesus Abba, but he's a very good player, though. Everybody seems to be okay, in good spirits. I don't need to say anything more to them. Just send them out with that message. And let's get some more, boys. Goals, goals, goals. That's what we need. The more we score, the more your bonus at the end of the year. Come on. I don't know where Moscardo was going, but was not very good attacking play. That's nice. Go on, Lauren. Ooh. I thought Arwell Davis was going to get number 6 there. He's round his man into the box. Oh, who is that? The Velociraptor. They're still on 10, and I'm quite surprised because we haven't scored in a while. And they've probably missed a few opportunities each. Maybe we're not going to. Maybe it's time to get some fresh legs on the pitch. Take the 2 10s off now because they've done their job. Because we're not really moving forward on this. So let's take those 2 10s off. And I don't know who I'm going to bring on. Mbappe. He can come off the bench. Arwell Davis. He's not very tired. So I'm actually going to bring him back to play as the fullback and take Guehi off. And then Waneri can come on the wing. 6-1 up. You got me, but I'm only 5-1 up. And Lauren on the other side has had an outstanding game. Musiala can come on and play for him. Put some fresh legs on, and hopefully then we'll score a few more goals, because they seem to have dried up, those two who were ruling the roost. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. Who is it? For the Velociraptor clowning around. Get on with the game. Come on, boys. We've still got time. That's not going to trouble anybody. Wonder where we are in the table. 3rd. We can't do any better than that anyway. Because we lost our first game against Arsenal. We did lose badly to Dortmund as well, but losing that first game to Arsenal was a shocker. Time to possibly change a couple of the defenders. Midfield is holding up. We're just not creating anything really. Our XG is 5.84. So we're not doing as well as I wanted us to do. Nothing happening. 27 attempts though. It's not good enough. Not good enough, boys. Let's get at least another one. Nope. Time to make those changes now. Who's it gonna be? Moscardo is complacent. João Neves can come on, and maybe Van. Peterson can come on for Van. And that's it. See the game out, boys. I wanted 10. We were 5 up after 20 minutes. I wanted more. I wanted more. Are they going to get one back? We need to beat Sunderland. Sunderland in the next game. We need to beat Sunderland as well. The Northeast Derby. Penalty, ref. Has he given it? No. As I said, we don't get many penalties. It doesn't matter how many they score as long as we get more than them. That's the bottom line. It doesn't matter. We just need to score goals. Go on, son. Insane dribble. Oh, it's bouncing around. This is good passing. What a good goal. But I think if we got once, we stole a goal, the first goal, but I think he was offside there. My eyes were not deceiving me. He was offside for sure. Yeah, he was. So I'm not going to complain because we did steal that first goal. Yeah, just about. The fullback was almost putting him on. Almost. Okay, we'll take a 5-0 a 5-1 in Europe. We'll take that. Not as many as I wanted when we were 5 up after 20 minutes. Well done on qualifying. Nicely done. Okay. Lauren again. What a player. What a player. He's had a ton of man of the match. When's the next game? Probably in a few days. 3 days. I'm just going to let the assistant pick the team. Sunderland, where are they? 17th. We should be beating them. But there's no guarantee in the Prem. And I don't have a very good record against teams 17th and lower. But we have to win some of these games. And look, they're terrible. They're a good defensive team. So they're going to just pack. So you're going to have this boy coming in here. They're going to be playing like a 4-2-2-2. 3 across the back. So 3-2-2. 2-1. Yeah, they're just going to pack their defense. But they're not very good. Near post. They really are not very good. I think I want to do attacking stuff. Let's go all out attack. How are they going to play? Control possession. You having a laugh? Sunderland. Okay, so we play with a higher line. Don't need to get stuck in. Not in the derby. This is a really big game for us. We need to win this one. Nicola Fofi. Nah. Practical signings doesn't look very good to me. I don't think so. Got Fofi. Rebus. Oh yeah, we did make a bid for him, didn't we? It's been rejected. That's a shame. I'm going to let him pick the team. He wants Waneri up front. That's an interesting... 600 games in management. Are we going to be given a win for 600 games? I think the FM should give me this game. A gimme. I want to check his bench. No room for Abba. Yeah, there's always room for Abba since he's going to be leaving anyway. Any interest? Nothing. And Moreno seems cool. With Van. And therefore I don't need Marcos. But Moreno's on the way out. So Marcos, Borgia and Van. Ooh, a bit light there in midfield. The Velociraptor, Sidamar, Carioca, Akim Gray, Florian Wirtz. Just a little bit light on the bench. Just in case, we'll strengthen that bench up. I don't think we've really got anything to worry about. we shouldn't be worried about Sunderland. It should not be something that even considers our thoughts. But FM is FM. And what happened last episode is we were playing like this for 3 games, and then suddenly it all went pear-shaped. So I am expecting, with this tactic, I am expecting defeats. And I am expecting a really horrendous defeat at some point. Siedemar, come on. You can't play with one at the back like this. Yeah, Moscardo, this is not good enough. That's the last time I'm going to tell him, though. Yeah, it's one too many. One too many. And then Nottingham Forest, we should be beating them as well, but you can never tell. Restos, central defender. Where's the defenders? And Georgiev, oof. Central defender, he should be coming in. 92 million, 21 years old, he should be coming in. If players go out through the door, that's who will be coming in. We've got to make him a priority. Kamalo, he's not a big deal anymore. For the first 11 seasons, he was a big deal. Now he's not a big deal anymore. Low block, I don't think so. But I see time and time again, when we lose to teams at the bottom of the league, it's because we don't play with a low block. And I wonder if I'm making an error again and not playing in the low block. I wonder. We'll just do what we normally do. We don't never press. And we'll type mark those 2, which we're perfectly capable of doing. And it's time to put an end to this poor run of form. Are we on a poor run of form? We're favourites, and I want us to play like it. We're not on a poor run of form. We're on a very good run. Very, very good run. Scoring tons of goals. What's my assistant done? He's been sniffing again. And we've got off to the better start, which is good news. I do wonder, though, should we be playing with a low block? And they do have a throw in here. Are they going to take the lead? No, they're not. But time and time again, we lose to these teams. And when my assistant has told me we should play in a low block, I don't know why we should be afraid of teams like right in the bottom 4. But my assistant seems to think that we should be. And time again, I've lost to teams when he said play in a low block. So he might be right again. You know, he just about edged it, but not by much. Come on, boys, come on. That's not good enough. Am I on low crosses? Yeah. We are better than this, boys. Lauren's having a poor game today. Maybe he's just played one too many. Go on, boys. Go on, Badgertich, we're in. Haven't said his name for a while. Has he been out of the team? And it's there. It's Musiala. And we are finally, maybe, going to beat one of these teams lower than the league than us. Finally, maybe. I'm not counting me chickens yet, though. But Lauren again. Lauren is devastating down that wing. And that will hopefully now improve his rating. He is absolutely devastating down that wing. I think I'm going to take that off. I just want to play across the field rather than down the middle. I think we just should be playing down the flanks as well as up through the middle. We're pushing them right back, which is good. 1 goal is not enough, though. Is it going to be enough in the final calculations? We need more. Come on, One Airy. Near post. Jesus, Abba! What a player he is. 2-0. Jesus, Abba. What a player he is. I would say the best centre-half in the FM world for this year. The best centre-half in the world. And has been for probably 3 seasons. What a good player. Everybody's playing all right. They're not doing too much damage to us. And we deserve to be ahead. What's happened here, ref? No, I don't think we'll do that. They're not dead and buried. Not dead and buried by a long shot. Well, this has been a fairly good episode so far. Just one more game after this. If we can win this one, that's 1-4. You've got to get another gear for this one. You can still get better, boys. Let's go and give them hell. Come on. We haven't created too much, funnily enough. But we haven't had the possession either. But then I don't expect to have the possession. Who am I kidding? João Neves into the box. Get on the end of it. It's Lauren. Goalkeeper makes a mess. No, he doesn't. He's taking his time. We should get hold of that. Nicely done. Nicely done. Oh, lovely pass, Mbappe. Go on, Moscardo. Nice pass. Chance. Oh, blazed over by Mbappe. He's 34 now. He's getting on, but I think you could get 3 years in FM out of Mbappe at 34. Goalkeeper's not bad. Maybe I should sign him. I think it's game over, done and dusted. That should take us 3 points clear, so that's cool. It's more about goals, though. I think we're going to win the league. It's just more about goals. And beating the record. And I think if any team is capable of beating the record, this one is. Oh, Ramirez has made a couple of good saves in the last couple of games. Look at Mbappe, only a 6.3. This doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just going to pull up this man's stats. That doesn't make any sense to me. Mbappe 6.3, so he has... he's only got a 58% pass completion, but 3 key passes. suppose we haven't seen it all. It's only the highlights we've seen, isn't it? That's why. That's why. Let's pull it back to... His passing has been terrible. Let's tell him to... And also to take fewer risks. See if that helps him for 10 minutes. Interesting that Mbappe, because the times I've seen him involved in the game, one was a great pass, and the other was it was also a really good pass. So I was quite surprised at that rating. Just goes to show how little you see in key highlights. But they are back in it, and I said that this game was not over. I said this was not over. It's just... Oh, I'm going to have to shout at them. We need more, boys. I don't think this shout, demand more, is going to have any effect on them, because their work rate is extremely good anyway. But Mbappe has gone right off the boil. His pass completion is 58. That's not good enough. So it's time for him to come off now. He's not improving with the instructions I gave him. Time to come off. Never seen Mbappe have a 6.2 before. It's the first time for everything. 6.1 now. And Waneri can come in on the left, and Akim Gray can come up top. And then Waneri is tired. Waneri is tired. That's a bummer. Wirtz will have to come on the left wing. Lauren is quite tired, but he's playing well. João Neves, pretty poor today. Carioca can come on for João Neves. And Peterson, poor today. Marcos can come on for him. You got to do better. You've got to do better, boys. But there's still time for us to lose this game. Because while we can score 3 goals in 10 minutes, the opposition can score 2 in 10 minutes with the way we are set up. Our fullbacks have been forced back, which is an unusual sight, this. They are giving us a very, very good game. Lauren is now extremely tired. And Siedema can come on for him. Come on, boys. Come on. One more goal. Although 2-1, I'll take 2-1 in the derby. It's never going to be an 8-1, the derby. So we'll take a 2-1 if the game allows it. Is there going to be one more highlight? 6 minutes is probably going to be a highlight. Is there going to be a highlight? And who's it going to be for? There's 3 minutes. There's got to be a highlight, FM. You've got to have one highlight. There hasn't been a highlight for 25 minutes. There is a highlight, and we've got it. It's Gray with a free kick. It's hit the bar, and it's bobbling around, and it's not going to go in. Musiala fires it across the box. I don't think there's going to be any more action. I think that was the highlight. And come on, referee, it's overtime now. We'll take that. It was the derby. Well done, lads. That was a nice win. We'll take that. Finally, I've managed to beat one of the teams at the bottom end of the league, which puts us 3 points clear, which is nice. It now gives us 82 goals, I think, in the Premier League. Jesus, Abba, what a player. And when is the next game? The next game is Nottingham Forest. I think that's a week away, so they don't need to rest this time. And we'll just play Nottingham Forest, and that'll be it for this episode. And can we finish this episode with another victory? Can we do it? 5 victories in a single episode. We haven't done so far. Can we do it? Can we make it 5 out of 5? Oh, they've pulled back, and their goal difference is really good. They've played a game more than us. They beat Nottingham Forest. What was that? 6-1. I thought it said 8-1 for a moment. So we've just got to beat Nottingham Forest as well. Although it's unlikely that Forest are going to lose by another 6. It has to be said. It's highly unlikely. Is this the one where we're going to lose? Just at the end of the episode again. And who's going to get injured this week? Van scheduling more tacking training. Off the ball anticipation, decisions, composure, decisions. I just really don't think he needs it. Let's go. They're not very good, are they? I keep saying that. Near post, we're already on near post. And I'm just going to not go. No draws. Who, you or me, Adrian? I can't remember the last time we had a draw. Look at this. There's just no draws in there at all. We have had one draw, haven't we? No, there's just no draws in there at all. You either win or you lose. It's as simple as that. This is insane, this tactic. Direct counter-attack. This, I really should lower the line, but I'm not going to because they are playing well with the higher line and we are fast enough. I know. We are pacey enough to be able to deal with that. Transfer, are you looking to do business? Never say never. I want that goalkeeper in. We're waiting on that goalkeeper. Pascual Puertas. I mean, perfect replacement for Ramirez, but Ramirez has suddenly started playing well again. So I don't know if I'd actually put him up for sale. Oh, we don't want to upset the players by answering that question. Who's Miguel? Oh, he's a decent player, he is, isn't he? 18 years old. A decent young player. How much did we pay for him? I don't know. How much did we pay for him? Oh, he's going out. Oh, I see. He's going out. He's one of mine anyway. Moreno injured just when I wanted him to leave the club. So it looks like the only player we're going to bring in is the goalkeeper. And that's not a problem. Why have I left him out? Because I want you to go out. I don't think you're good enough. I want to use... No, I can't. I'm not saying that. Oh, I'll just tell him that... We'll see to it next time. He's happy with that. Because hopefully he'll be sold next time. Come on, game, move on. But we're coming to the transfer window. Oh boy, this could take a few minutes. I'm not expecting to make any sort of... Well, we haven't sold anyone. And we're not going to bring anyone apart from some young boys for that 67 mil. I could have a quick look and see if there's anything in terms of young talent that might be worth bringing in. These are all goalkeepers, aren't they? So let's just take that off. Any 18 or 19-year-olds. Nothing is coming to mind. Francis Pitcher. $71 million, don't have the money for that. 41 million, 18-year-old winger. It's youngsters I want to be looking for. $34 million for Connell Jarvis, midfielder. Probably would be a good buy, but not this time. Yeah, we're looking at some decent stuff. A striker. Not bad, apart from his finishing. We could make a bid for him, but I just feel it's just not worth it. So we'll just see if we can bring this goalkeeper in. Let's see if we get this goalkeeper. We're going to decline all these. We're just waiting on that one. And then anybody else who I'm willing to let go, which I think is Moreno and Borgia. If we can let them go, we can just go to Moreno. Oh, he's injured though, isn't he? Off via the transfer window. And then Borgia. Problem is, they shouldn't annoy me, and then we wouldn't have to go through all this nonsense. Because nobody's interested in them, probably because they're grumpy. Oh, Miguel has signed a new contract, has he? He's one of ours. Whew, he's a good player as well. For 18. He's a very good... Oh, finally, the goalkeeper's coming in and he's going to sign. And he wants to be backup, but I'm guessing that he's going to get more game time than he thinks. So he can't be registered in Europe, but he can be registered here. Because all I got to do... Where's my other goalkeeper? Is Ben Beck. Take him out. I think this will work. No, it won't. So he can't even be registered. It's a bit of a dumb move. So we'll have to... Maybe I got to take Moreno out. Oh, Canote is in the wrong squad now. Oh, it's so hard to leave players out. Gallo is already left out. Stimac isn't even in the squad. Stimac. I'll leave Moreno out. And I'm going to leave... So that'll bring Stimac in. So Stimac comes in for... Where's Stimac? He comes in for Moreno. And then got to leave one more out. Chateauneuf. And Chateauneuf is going to be very upset. He's going to be very upset. But there's nothing else I can do. I hate registrations, and I don't want to... I don't want to spend too much time on them. I know somebody's going to be upset. But it's still possible for Borgia to be sold. Don't need to register C-Match. Is he under 21? I thought he was... Oh, yeah, he's young, isn't he? Let's change that then. So, you're right. You're absolutely right, Adrian. He's under 21. So he doesn't need to be registered. But I don't want 3 goalkeepers. But I can put Moreno back for now and hope that he goes out. And if the other one gets upset, Moreno is going out. Oh, there we go. So that's cool. So now I can keep everybody happy in terms of Premier League. So registration now with Moreno gone. Stimac is okay. He's okay. They're all registered. Chateauneuf can come back in. Yes. So there we go. Everybody will be happy. But I got 3 goalkeepers at the moment, which I don't really want. Borgia, pleased to have been promised he'll be registered in the Champions, but that's for next year. We're not talking about money. I haven't got time. Gallo could be registered instead of Gallo, you think? Yeah, Gallo tends to get upset about being left out, doesn't he? Yeah, feels he will leave the club if he's omitted from the Premier League club. So we'd have to leave out and then put him in instead. That's the only way we could do it. So Gallo is Argentinian, so he's not even British. Oh, I hate registrations. So at least he won't get in a strop. Good call. Borgia, nobody wants him. Can't say I blame them. He's world class, and nobody wants to actually loan him. I failed to see how that's possible. I fail to see how that is possible. Well, that's it. The transfer window is coming to an end. Nathaniel Wilson, no, we are not letting him go out. He's a very good left back who I want to develop at the club. He's not going out. There's nothing in here, is there? No. Oh, there's a late loan offer for Wilson. No, he's not going out, is it? Yeah, Ratcliffe's already gone. No, we are. We are not letting him go. Do you really? I don't particularly like it myself, and I hate registrations. This is not part of the game that I particularly enjoy. But then I don't really like transfer windows. I'm always worried in transfer windows that I'm going to sign someone and then somebody much better is going to be just around the corner. It always worries me that that's going to happen in a transfer window. So that's it. End of deadline day. Newcastle were the biggest spenders. In terms of wages. Doesn't surprise me. Have a little look at the finances. We're just so under. But it's very difficult to know how to strengthen this squad. Will you ever want? No. I just didn't feel there was any need to bring anyone in. Nobody went out. So there wasn't anyone that I thought we should bring in. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I do not like doing transfer windows. I have to keep getting up and having a cup of tea and wondering about, have I made the right decision? So Chattaneur has been left out. And Verber, two good goalkeepers. Two good goalkeepers. I suppose I'll have to sell them because they are two very good goalkeepers. He would like to withdraw his formal transfer request. I didn't even know he'd put in a request, but it's okay. Yeah, we'd like to sign Yamal, but I don't have that kind of money that they want. I think it was about 350 million they wanted. I did try at one point, kept an eye on him for a long time, but we're not getting him. But then we got Mbappe instead, so it doesn't really matter. So we didn't spend much, but I think we've got a good goalkeeper there, who next year will become the number one. And we need to win against Nottingham Forest. We need to win 5 on the trot. And is this my 600th game in charge of the journeyman save? It's the 600th game. So, FM, come on. Be nice. Oh, God. Who is it that needs to be registered? Who's the one who's causing the problem? I made a promise to one of them, didn't I? Oh, yeah, Steamatch. So I guess he's going to have to be registered in this one. Just like to try and keep him happy. But I've only got 22 spaces here. Even Puertas isn't going to play in the Champions League. Or maybe I'll put Puertas as the Champions League goalkeeper and take Ramirez out. Moreno doesn't need to be registered. Where's Steamatch? He's already in. Nathaniel Wilson, fine. Andrew Hatch, fine. Cedamar Kamalo, fine. Let's see how that goes down. Another registration. Oh my god. The way to oh, okay. The way and Kamalo's injured again. The way to do it, I suppose, is not to buy foreign players. I suppose that is the way to do it. Spotted a youth Argentinian player shortlisted. United went in for him well below and only signed him so United didn't. Well, did he turn out to be any good? So Puertas, I think it's a bit early to be putting him in, so we're not going to do that. But I'm going to go along with what he says, and then I'm going to change the goalkeepers. I think it's just a little bit early to be putting Puertas in goal. So we'll stay with Ramirez. Ramirez didn't complain that he's not the number one in Europe, so that's good. Peterson taken ill. Cold, let's send him out. And Van, oh, two fullbacks. Van injured, 1 to 3 days. So how does that affect things? So Peterson, that's really interesting now, isn't it? Because Moreno has gone out on loan, which means I don't have two wing backs are out now. Oh, FM, you are so horrid. 3, I still got left. Badgetic can play as the inverted. He's a very good inverted fullback. So, like, this is terrible, FM. So Van can play either side. Oh, do I have Nathaniel Wilson? He can come onto the bench instead of Kamalo. So Nathaniel Wilson. João Neves needs to be on the bench instead of Marcos. So we have Neves, Moscardo, Cedamar, Carioca, and Waneri. That will do. So I'm going to go with what the... Oh, we've got an injured player in there, have we? Peterson. Ah, okay. Peterson. Ah, yeah. Okay, no problem. Moscardo. And... Ooh. That's a tricky one. Let's bring on Andrew Hatch then onto the bench. Okay, Nottingham Forest. We should be beating Nottingham Forest, even though we got 2 of my 3 fullbacks injured. I still fancy playing Badgetic as the inverted fullback. This is a quite fancy try in that. He can do it, so why not? Interesting that I got those 2 injuries as soon as Moreno went out. Bang, 2 fullbacks injured on the same side. 32 last season, 15, so when he scored 9. Didn't seem much to him. It's not a bad start for a youngster. 5 million, that's not a bad start for a youngster. In all fairness, I wouldn't be too unhappy with that. Should be looking to get better over the next 2 seasons, though. If he doesn't get better by 21, I'd sell him. If he's not really rocking by 21, I'd sell him. Make some money. Oh, he dropped down to second, have we? Manchester City beat Leeds. We have to beat Nottingham Forest now. Why is Badgertich not playing? He is playing. But I've got him. Oh, I've got him at full back, have I? He wants to play Moscardo as full back. I don't think he can play there. No, we're going to do it my way. We're going to play Badgertich as the inverted full back. See if he can do it. Kylian Mbappe feels himself should have been picked. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. The favourites, I want us to play like it. I wonder, are we going to lose this? FM has been doing some funny things to me of late. Is the best yet to come from this team? I have a funny feeling we might lose this one. Prove me wrong, FM. My 600th game in charge. Prove me wrong. Oh, look. That shape was awful for a minute. But then there's only 4 minutes gone. Okay, so we need some really good form, boys. We nearly had a highlight then, but not quite. Where's the ball going? Free kick, Lauren, into the box. Chance over the crossbar. Come on, boys. We need some goals. Interesting that he's picked Davis and Lauren as the wingers. Davis particularly. He does play well generally when he plays as a winger. So, but we need to see it, boys. Look at Nottingham Forest 100% down the middle. Am I surprised? Let's check out, see if we can get it over the top of Borgia. He's a bit nervous. Let's tell him to calm down. No need to be nervous. I don't expect you to keep a clean sheet. I expect the boys up top to score goals off the crossbar. It's not going to be our day, is it? It's not for you to be keeping clean sheets. Yeah, there you go. See, he's calmed down. He's composed now. He's actually feeling calmed by the feedback. Well done. Good shout by the manager. Come on, boys. We've got to do better. Come on, boys. Oh, he's got himself upset again, has he? He's now apprehensive. What is the matter with him? I'll tell him again. Calm down. It's okay. You're not supposed to keep a clean sheet. The boys up top have got to do better. They're going to have... I told you this was the one where it's going to go wrong, didn't I? 4 wins and then it's going to go wrong. It's exactly the same as what happened before. This is not good enough. Look at the ratings up top. Far from pleased. 6.2 from Davis after I just bigged him up. Lauren bigged him up, 6.4. Velociraptor, terrible. Defence has played well. I'm really quite angry how you've responded. Right, let's see how many of you respond to that. Oh, are they going to score now? This is FM to an absolute T. Come on, FM. Do not be silly. Come on, boys. Come on. 1-0 is not enough, though. We've got to do a lot better. That's a lovely pass. Go. Yo, only just, but is he offside? Is that going to be disallowed? I think it might be. I have a funny feeling. Yeah, disallowed. I wonder, should I come back into a low block? Because this is not working. I have no idea why, because it's key highlights. But let's come back into a low block. That's what my assistant often says about these games. You should play in a low block. So let's trust him. Maybe we've got to pull him out. I can't change the mentality to pull them out, so it's got to be the block. I'm stuck in terms of tactics. The only thing I can alter is the lines, really. I can't even do anything about the tempo or passing directness. Oh, there we go. There you go, you see. Against these stubborn teams, you just got to go into a low block. Only 11th game, Callum. A bit of a way to go. This was the journeyman save. That's why it's 600. So, yeah, you're a long way to go to catch me up. But now we need to build on this because I need goals, goals, goals. Akeem Gray improved. The others didn't particularly. Defensively, we've been solid. It's just we couldn't score. But we've broken the deadlock now. See, it's the low block. And my assistant says that a lot. Play in the low block. It's 2-0 now. And that's all there is to it. And I don't know why he says it, because unless it is teams sitting back, and that's the only way we can draw them out, is to sit back ourselves and then counter, which is what we do. It's a very counter-attack. So maybe I got to listen to the assistant a little bit more intently. But some of these boys are playing really not very well. So they have improved. But finally we've gone back top again, have we? Only just, but we have a game in hand. So that's not too bad. And I didn't want to play with the standard line. I think we're playing much better with the higher line. Although this looks a bit dangerous, but Borgia, has he calmed down yet? Yeah, he's calm now. It took 2 goes to calm him down. Unlucky, almost got Vertzi in. And maybe need to tell them to focus, because we don't want to give away a late goal and then panic. Oh, big gap through the middle, always. Always gaps through the middle. So I want to tell them to focus. All of them. We do not want to be giving away late goals. I'm working on the theory that these are linked. Shouts are actually linked to attributes and to the personality on the pitch. But it also helps if you've been giving late goals away to tell them to focus late on in the game. And I'm starting to work out that there are links between certain team attributes and the shouts. So I'm experimenting on that at the moment when I have time. And it is turning out to be quite interesting. Go on, son, go on. You didn't even challenge. Oh, the Velociraptor. It's now 3-0. See, the low block, that's all it is. So I need to listen to my assistant a little bit more, because he's right. We're not beating these teams because we can't score and we got to draw them out. There is a link, Borgia, he was nervous, and he was nervous twice. And I had to tell him twice to calm down. And the second time it was calmed by the feedback. So, looking at these there's another one, Lauren. He's complacent. So what you want to do with him is fire him up. And if he doesn't respond in the next 10 minutes, then he'd be coming off. He's probably coming off anyway. There's a link between their mood, their attributes, and the shouts. And also, there's a link between past history and some of the shouts. Like if they are giving away late goals, 15 minutes before the end, tell them all to focus. There is a link, and I'm starting to find them. So let's make some changes anyway. And I shall report back to you at the end of that research. See how they've improved just by going in the low block. So, who's the most tired, I guess? Badgetic had a splendid game. Let's bring Van on there. I'm going to give Nathaniel Wilson a game now. And Andrew Hatch, give him a game for Vertzi. Is he a better DM? Yeah, he's a better DM, isn't he? So let's undo that. No, let's keep that. Landerson can play there. And then Arwell Davis needs a rest. One Airy can come on for Arwell Davis. And Siedemar can come and play up top. And there we are. 5 wins out of 5 today. But is it enough goals? I think so. I think we're well on track in terms of the goals to beat 202. I think we're well on course. We just want to make sure we don't give silly goals away at the end here. But it's not goal difference that counts, it's actual goals scored, so it doesn't matter if they get one back. Should have changed the goalkeeper. And then I think everything has gone well today for a change. Moscardo is tired. Moscardo. He's playing as... Okay, João Neves can come on. Oh, we can't make any subs. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm almost there. There's links between what's going on at the bottom. There's links between the players' attributes and the shouts. And there's links between past history and the shouts that you give as well. So once I've done that research, I shall report back with a video. But the other day, you saw that in action just now. Borgia was, first of all, he was nervous. He did respond, but then he got apprehensive. So we told him again to calm down. And then you saw that he was calmed by the feedback. And he's been fine since. He's been absolutely fine since then. So we also told Lauren, who was complacent, we fired him up. He's now calm. So there are links between the mood that they're suffering or that they're in and the shouts, and there are also team shouts that you should do. I just haven't quite worked out what they are, but there are also links to attributes. Things like focus is linked to concentration. Demand more is linked to work rate. So you got players with poor work rate and then not having a great game. Demand more from them. It ups that attribute for a short period of time. That's, I think, how shouts work. It increases the attribute by a couple of points for a short period of time. And as the game goes on, every attribute diminishes over time. So if your player's concentration begins a game at 15, by the end of the game it might be 12. So if you then tell the players to concentrate, it pushes it up to 14 again, just for a short period of time. And that's where if you do it at the end of the game, you'll give away less late goals. So I'm almost there. I'm almost got the links between them. So yeah, once I've finalized it, I'll report back. But not quite yet. The team ones are kind of confusing me. Praise should not be used as a team shout. Praise should be reserved for young players who do well. Encourage should not be used as a team shout either. Players don't respond very well to encourage. Oh, come on, boys! This is not good enough. 3-1, but it's better than it was when we couldn't score. And learned that now that we've got to go into the low block when we can't score. Go into the low block. Especially against teams we should be beating. I can't do anything else apart from adjust the lines. So the low block, well, it worked just perfectly then. Although Forest are making a late bid for glory here, but what a good block. So I've told them to focus, and possibly that block was a result of them being told to focus. Oh! Well, we know it's been awarded now, but what a strike by Lauren. What a strike to finish the episode. I mean, unfortunately, the banner got in the way of it, but I think it was a glorious strike. First time. Yeah, first time. What a strike. Very Saka-like that was. Or Salah. And now 4-1 is a much better result. Oh, 4-2 maybe. Oh, hit the crossbar. So there we are. I've learned something today. Struggling against teams lower than me in the league. Get into the low block. Well done, lads. Excellent win. And that means now that we are still top of the league. It's all square at the top, but we have a game in hand. Against Manchester United, no less. I've read that long. Still doesn't want to use official. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Who doesn't still want to? Okay, so I think that was a pretty decent session, given Landerson's accepted a new deal. Given that we had the transfer window in the middle. So we've done well today. We've stopped this run of losing at the end of episodes. So we begin next time with Man United, Leeds and Southampton in the Premier League, Manchester City in the Cup, and then Watford in the Premier League. Can we keep it going? We've now scored 86 goals in the Prem in 24 games, but we are fourth best in goals conceded, which I think is quite remarkable since we've only got one centre-back. But we are a very good team, I'll have to say that. So that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you very much for watching along. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. We had some good results tonight. Good goals as well. Lot of goals. And we've done well today. So I'm going to go off now and get a cup of tea, something to eat. And I shall see you tomorrow night. We will be back tomorrow night for those next 5 games. And hopefully building on what we are doing here in terms of beating this 202 goals in a season. I think we can do it now. Keep this kind of form going? Yes, we can. Thanks for coming along, guys. Really appreciate it. Just going to say goodnight now. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Good night, guys.